Welcome to the Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast with global sales trainer and professional speaker, Lois Koffi. Each week, it is her goal to share inspiration and education for you to be, do, have the best health and wealth and wisdom for your life.
We have Amy Tyson in the house. She's one of my other coaches. I call her my Chinese metaphysical feng shui cosmic coach. And I know it's not all required to say that, but I just like to have fun with all of the things. And so Amy has changed my life. She's been a part of my world, I don't know, 3 years ago or 4 years ago when I went to her first summit.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
And then she was starting to do these destiny analysis things. I got my Mercury Retrograde candle burning right now. So she introduced me to the power of magical candles, and she's actually helping us with our house move right now. Yep. Don't do that house, Lois. It's got bad juju. Just stay away from that one. Oh my gosh. She's saved us so much time and probably money along the way. And she's just been a champion for a lot of my clients now. She was one of my first guests as well, bringing her back. So Amy, in 2 minutes or less, can you explain to the people what the heck is a Chinese metaphysical feng shui cosmic coach lady do?
Yeah, that's a very long title, so thank you. So I'll just tell you a little bit about my journey to how I got here. So I graduated from the University of Minnesota with a degree in microbiology and a minor in speech communication. I changed my major many different times, and if I had known then what I know now, I would have had a completely different track in college because I know the strengths of my own, what I call destiny chart. So I worked for the Department of Epidemiology at the U of M when I graduated, and then I moved into the world of museums. I was the director of distance learning at the Bell Museum of Natural History. And I always thought there was something more out there. I don't know what more meant at that point. And for Christmas, and I believe it was 2004, I told my husband I was interested in feng shui. So being a great guy, he bought me 4 books as a Christmas present. And then he proceeded to register for a week-long retreat on feng shui. And I was like, what are you doing? So I ended up going in his place because he just wanted to know how to use feng shui to make money. And what I learned at that retreat was pretty intriguing. And I started studying with the woman that led that retreat, was with her for about 2 years. But then I got to thinking, this possibly couldn't be the type of feng shui they use to take over empires in China or to win wars. So I started researching classical feng shui, and I started then studying with the Master Academy of Chinese Metaphysics. And that started me down a path, or maybe a rabbit hole, because I didn't know what I didn't know. It was the real deal. It is the real deal when it comes to understanding the hidden influences that are affecting our lives. So for the past 12 years, I've been consulting and coaching my clients to connect with those hidden aspects so they can see situations, solve those situations using metaphysical strategies, and then get the success that they want in life. So that's been my 12 years of journey into this world of metaphysics.
That's awesome. And I'm just going to give you kudos too. I mean, you also overcame cancer and beat stage 4 cancer. I mean, you just had, and I don't know how much of your, science of metaphysics you use to help you with that. I mean, since this is healthy and wealthy and wise, it'd be cool just for you to share that little bit before I ask the big question.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing because the actual bedroom in the house that we were living in at that time was bad for health for me. And it was a certain year, and I thought maybe something was wrong, but I really wasn't paying attention. And I said, you know what, we need to move our bedroom. I said, this is the year where it's going to have the biggest problems up there. We need to move it. So we moved our bedroom, and I tell you, we moved it to my office. So my office moved. We moved into a very small room compared to what we were in. My husband loves me. And it was after we made that move into the room, it was this, my intuition just went, you need to go and talk to a doctor. And so it was discovered before it got to the point where we had to be super, super concerned. It was bad. But because of what I knew about metaphysics, I knew that room was bad for me. but it was moving to the new room that I was actually able to solve the problem.
That's so cool. Talk about moving energy. I think in India, don't they move like every 3 years? Because like it's just good energy to do it. I don't know.
I don't know. I have a couple of clients who are from India. They've never said anything like that to me before, but they have other rules they have to follow. So it's really fun doing the classical Chinese feng shui with Vatsu, which is the Indian, and combining them together. It's a fascinating study to do that.
I love it. I love it. And don't you have your Mercury retrograde candle behind you, don't you?
That's a little different one, but yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Enough about candles. So I've been asking this question of all my guests, and I'm very excited to hear your answer. You know, when you think of the number one bit of advice that you can give based on your journey, your profession, even your health journey, whatever you want to share, that would be good wisdom for the healthy and wealthy and wise community of salespeople, entrepreneurs, business owners to have their best life, the best year ever in 2021. What is your advice?
All right, so let me just try to describe this of what's coming in 2021. I want you to hang on for the ride. So I want you to think of the game Chutes and Ladders. So Lois, I know you have kids, I have kids, many of our listeners out there have kids, maybe they're grown, maybe they're still young. And you take out that game of Chutes and Ladders, and if your kids are anything like mine, they're kind of competitive and they get super excited when they get to go up that really, really, really fast high ladder and they almost win the game before you've even started. And then the flip side of that is they get really, really, really bummed out when they go down that long, long slide, almost way back to the beginning. They get so upset sometimes to the point of wanting to quit or actually quitting and throwing that pity party tantrum. So you all know what I mean, right? So after a year like 2020, there are many people out there who felt like they just went down that big, 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 long chute in the game of Chutes and Ladders, thinking, oh, can't get any worse, right? Well, 2021 is part of a 3-year transition. We're transitioning into a new feng shui period called period 9, and it happens every 19.8 years. But for ease, we'll just say 20, okay? So it happens every 20 years. We have some major catalyst event that changes the way our world works. So if you think back to right around 2001 and what happened, we had what we now refer to as 9/11. It was a catalyst that propelled us into a whole bunch of change and shift because we had a terror attack on U.S. soil for the first time in U.S. history. If we look back 20 years before that, we had another event that changed how we package medicines and even food. It was that Tylenol tampering. So we have this 20-year cycle of energy and shifts. And 2021 marks the beginning of a shift from period 8 to period 9. Now, what makes this shift even stronger is that grand conjunction or the great conjunction we had on December 20th of 2020. So when you ask me what to do to have an amazing 2021, I just want to say, hold on and buckle up because it is going to be a ride. But there are 3 things that you should or ought to be thinking about as you head into this year. Number 1, clear out any large or bad debt. Okay, interest rates are really low right now. So if you have a house and you haven't refinanced, take a look and see if you can refinance, free up that cash, and get rid of bad debt. Number 2, have access to at least 3 to 6, preferably 6 months of cash. Doesn't mean stuff it under your mattress. It just have it available so you can easily get your hands on it. And number 3, as Travis was talking about earlier in this podcast, make sure you have a viable, effective network who will go to bat for you no matter what you're going through this year. So I'm going to say this, do not make the mistake of sitting back in 2021, waiting for things to get back to normal, because we are not going to have normal like we've had it before. It's going to be a new normal, and all of us are going to help write that new economy. And if you look back at the past 11 months, there's a lot of success that has happened. Look at all the guests you've had on today. And did you know that some of the largest and most successful companies started in a recession or depression? So don't be one of those people that sits back and waits for it to be over. Okay? So this is a year for everyone to invest in their dreams, invest in themselves. There's no safer place to put your money than into your own abilities. You're going to get the best return on that. So you've all probably heard the saying that you have to be in the right place at the right time. But it really ought to say you have to be the right person in the right place at the right time. So 2021 is going to favor those that are creative at finding solutions. It's going to reward those that, rather than hang back, are going with the flow. And it's going to favor those that are building strategies and are prepared for what's around the corner. There's the saying that great pilots are never created simply by flying in blue skies, but are willing to take the next right step. So this is the year where you need to take the right next step for your life in 2021. And don't worry about those ups and downs, about those chutes, because after a chute, there always comes a ladder.
I love it. Yay! Give her a round of applause. Like that was so much value in such a short period of time. That's why I'm so grateful to have you in my corner and to learn from you. And someone was asking about the candles. So here's my Mercury retrograde candle. And so can you share with them why there is a Mercury retrograde coming up this weekend? Why am I burning this?
So Mercury retrograde is all about having communication and technology process or problems. So Lois is being proactive to make sure that there's no technology problems with this broadcast, I'm sure. And boy, is it going smooth. You've made this such a fun experience. So it's really great to be part of this. So these candles are from a colleague of mine out in California that Lois now knows as well, Anita Rosenberg. And she has a source where they actually infuse these candles with energy, with magical energy that is transmitted into your air, into your environment when they are burning. So there's different candles for different situations. So the one behind me is actually relationships. And this is actually an activation direction that I'm using to make sure that my message is heard all across your platform.
Yay! Awesome. That's fantastic. Good stuff. And I know we always could listen to Amy for a really long time, but I gotta wrap it up. And I know you have a free gift, so I'm gonna post it up here. Of course, I'm gonna post it in the comments. And of course, guys, if you're on my email list, I will email out as well. But tell them what they're getting if they go to this.
Because of this podcast, I decided, well, why don't I just write an ebook? So I wrote an ebook, the 2021 Outlook Year of the Metal Ox. It's about 10 pages of information. Now, not all the information, but it's a good start to find out what the ox is bringing us, because Chinese New Year is just around the corner. If you like what you read, I do have another Metal Ox Summit coming up the end of February, on February 27th. Lois, you were at the one that we did in December. It's where we actually take your chart and you leave there knowing exactly how the year is going to affect you. So grab that free download. It is free. There is information about that summit at the back of that ebook.
I love it. Yeah, you guys are going to want to check it out. If you've never heard any of this before, it's not woo-woo. It's like legit, based on science, and it's very, very, very powerful, life-giving, life-changing, and very cool stuff. I wake up every day and check my little calendar and to see, what's going on and the energies of the world. So
and you picked a very good day to do this podcast.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I did choose this day because it was very favorable. So
yes,
yeah, awesome, cool. So definitely, I hate to see you go, but it's actually perfect. You're teeing up my next guest very, very well. So thank you, Amy.
Fantastic. Thanks, Lois. Bye-bye, everyone.
Awesome. Robert, we're going to get to you in 30 seconds. I know I saw some people asking about how to leave a review. don't worry, guys, if you're having challenges, because those of you who are, caring about the contest and wanting to be a participant in the drawing to win one of two $5,000 coaching prizes that I'm giving away, definitely make sure you go and register. Look, all the rules are on this landing page that I created, 100th episode promo.now.site. You have till midnight tonight, Pacific time. So I know there's people in Hong Kong on right now. We got people from all over the world going to be watching it while I'm sleeping tonight. So I want to make sure I gave people fair chance to play the win. And you do have to leave a review on either iTunes or Podbean. And if you've tried and message me, I'll be checking my messages all night on Facebook, and you can't, I'll figure out a backup plan for you. So don't worry. I appreciate it. I've gotten several messages, so I want to make sure I speak to you guys really, really quickly on that. So right now I want to bring my friend and business partner and champion who impacted my life in 2020 in ways that, have impacted my husband, my kids, our finances. So Robert Meyer is here. We're going to be talking to you guys about what Amy alluded to. She was talking about, get rid of your debt, create savings, diversify, invest in yourself and collaborate and network with others, and you can make more money this year. And so a year ago this month, had not met Robert yet. And I set the intention last year was about diversification and the comeback for me financially. And lo and behold, what you think about, you can create when your intention is clear and you're focused on it. I met Robert the very next month, and he introduced me to the world of affiliate marketing. And he's actually now introduced me not to one, but two. And he's actually helped me and my husband create a near 5-figure, and I'd attribute a lot of my affiliate success because I've signed up now for 15 to 20 affiliate programs, but his program that's with NowSite digital marketing platform was the first one that I signed up for that really produced fruit. So before we get to that, Robert, I want you to share, your background, because you're only 76 years young. You got another 15 to 20 years to go, right? You're still figuring out what you want to be when you grow up, right? So tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, very good. I'm so pleased and honored to be here with you, Lois. This is amazing. My background is I did the corporate world. I worked in oil and gas for 32 years. I actually got involved in creating a credit card, and that division was sold by U.S. Bank. I worked there as a senior person for another 12 years. Then I retired, and I didn't want to retire and do nothing, so I started building a business, and I started studying digital marketing. And so when I did that, it really opened the door and to building a huge business.
And you've got multiple businesses, you've got multiple streams of income. Can you give them examples of all the different streams? Because this is important, guys. For Healthy and Wealthy and Wise, it is about diversification and helping you understand that there's more than your job or even network marketing. There's a lot more options out there.
So what I first started doing when I retired was building a business with marketing, electricity, and natural gas. And I've actually produced business in 17 states and Canada. And then I started, once I started using a digital marketing platform, I then started marketing that platform. It opened the door to all kinds of businesses. I'm actually have an affiliate program with private money lending. I have another one that's literally in coaching. I have another one that's in cryptocurrency. And all of it is just different markets. And now I have a platform that I can use that I can just explode a business worldwide.
Awesome. And I know when I met you, I had a goal, and this may sound crazy, I don't know, but I had a goal. I was like, I would love to wake up to inbox money every day. So $100 a day was my goal. And because of your help, within 60 days, I was able to actually exceed that through affiliate income and affiliate marketing. And just really super grateful for you. So I know that might be your advice, but I wanted to ask you for very specific, if you were to, give just one pearl of wisdom, and I know you've got a lot, but what would be your number one advice for people in 2021 inside of this community, healthy and wealthy and wise, small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers, salespeople of all kinds, to be their best self this year? What is your advice for them?
There are so many people out there that are really hurting financially. And so a lot of these people have a small business that they're trying to grow. And the truth is they're trying to pivot. And I guess the number one advice that I would give to each and everyone that is in this position is you need to start developing a list of individuals who are interested in your products and services. And I want to give you a little fact, and I think all of you know this already, but what I would tell you is that less than 1% of the people that you're connected to really want to buy your products and service this week. And so what you need is a way to communicate with these people. You need a way to actually start really getting across to these people and actually developing a huge list of people that are interested in your products and services. And so you got to come up with a way to communicate with people. And so what are you going to use? Are you going to just start, maybe you might need an email campaign, you might have a text campaign. What about social media? How are you using that today? What about YouTube? Are you making videos? Are you branding yourself? Are you bringing everything in that so people know who you are? Because literally they're going to buy you before they buy your products and services. What about sales funnels? And let me get back to those videos. They're so powerful. And so all of this is communication. And what I would say to you is, what are you going to communicate? So many people out there I see, they're all communicating, I have the very best, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Boy, does that get old quick. So really what you want to start communicating is education. You really want to start educating people. You want to start inspiring people. You really want to start maybe even entertaining people. And then at some point you can make an offer to them. It's then they can learn about you, and it's all about branding you.
Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button. That was amazing, guys. I don't know if you got all of those nuggets, because what he's talking about is definitely so relevant to the here and the now and today, because I even experienced that before the pandemic. But when the pandemic hit, it just got worse because everyone didn't know any better, right? And so when I met Robert and I signed up for digital marketing platform and ClickFunnels and Infusionsoft, and oh my gosh, I lost months of my life I can't get back because they're so complicated. Yours is so much simpler. And the fact that at that time you were 75 years young, as I like to say, very young. You were showing me just how to put together a landing page, how to give value. And you really actually reminded me how important that was, because I think like a lot of people, when the face-to-face, belly-to-belly, kneecap-to-kneecap, as I like to call it, went away, you're like, what do I do? This is like learning French when you never have learned French before. So I learned so much from you, and I really want to encourage folks to learn from you and reach out. And I know we have different demos and different things, but I actually put together a landing page. Robert would be so proud. If you guys want to meet Robert, sign up for a free session through this link. I'll make sure I get you connected. It's just the easiest and fastest way, especially if you're looking for mentorship. Because again, as you heard, he's got, I don't know how many streams of income you listed, $100 per day affiliate.now.site. Imagine guys waking up to inbox money every day and getting to sleep more, getting to travel more if you or when we can, right? Being able to, I now take way more time off than I have, in the last 6 to 7 years, largely in part to Robert's wisdom and support and encouragement. Do you have anything else that you want to share that maybe you haven't had the opportunity to share that can give inspiration and hope to our community?
What I would say, there are so many people that they just put on the brakes when it comes to affiliate income. And what the reason is, they just don't feel that they can really do it. They don't feel that they can really make the money through affiliate income. And so what I say to you is, if you sign up with this, I'll sit with you and literally give you a step-by-step plan, tell you what to say, and literally become a mentor and help you get there.
And boy, does he ever, because I've just so you guys know, I kind of take this for granted because there hasn't been anybody that's asked on the comments section, but I've got to believe that some of you are like, what the heck is affiliate? So I'm going to share my definition of that. And if there's anything else that you want to add, Robert, but affiliate income is where you simply refer someone to a product or service that you believe in, and it's not network marketing. It's set it and forget it. You don't have to train. You don't have to do the deal. You don't have to memorize, a manual and learn all these things. You just say, hey, I believe in this. Like, I refer people to the podcast Profit Lab. Every single guest on here has an affiliate link. Oh, by the way, if you end up doing business with that person, I'll get a little referral commission. So it's a referral commission that is shared with you as a result of referring someone to something that you believe in. Do you want to add anything else, Robert?
No, I think that's perfect. And I certainly appreciate you inviting me tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Go enjoy your wife or what all the other things that you've probably got going on yet tonight. So I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, refer a friend, and please drop me a rating or a review. If you do that, I'll reward you with a free 20-minute free coaching session on crafting your journey to your best self. Reach out to me at loiskoffi.com to claim your 20-minute slot. Until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.